That's the problem.
And she's taking care of the kids.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't think women should work.
Wow.
Personally. I mean, there's a couple. I mean,
I don't think so either.
I don't think y'all should have a full vote either. But that's just another whole. That's a whole other conversation. That's a bit more controversial.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't think women should have a full vote. And there's a plausible reason why I say that.
Why?
I mean,
number one, I don't think everyone should be able to vote in general. That includes men and women. However, I think with women, it's even more so because they're not in the. Women don't have to enter the selective service in the United States, which is pretty much, mandatory military service if there's a draft. Women don't have to enroll in that. As a man in the United States, when you're 18, you have to join. You have to do selective service, and if you don't, you can go to jail or be in prison. Get a big fine. So that's one thing. And then also, I think, if a woman can't, I'm not saying all, but I think for a woman's vote to be a full vote, I think she needs to have either government service, have been in the military, done some kind of like public service job, etc. Because what I've noticed is that women tend to vote Democrat, and they tend to vote in more communitarian lawmakers, which it just doesn't work for society. Communism sounds great on paper, but didn't work, right? Your place. That led to the fall of the Soviet Union. So, I mean...
And I just wanted to say I never voted in my life because it doesn't make sense because I'm from Russia. So
Yeah. You can't vote anyway. But in America specifically, I think a woman's vote should be half of a man's vote unless she has some other factor where she owns property or she has some skin in the game. That's the problem, is that a lot of females vote, but they don't have skin in the game. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Versus like men, we automatically have skin in the game once we become 18.
Okay, what about homeless men? Like, do you think they should have an equal vote, like a more higher vote than a woman that doesn't own property? Just like a serious question. Like all men deserve.
What's the comparison again? A homeless guy?
Man.
Homeless man.
Like, are you talking about like men that like have a good successful status, or every single man should have a higher vote?
Yes.
Every single
I think a homeless guy probably has the same voting capability as a female that is involved in service or whatever. Because remember, that man's in selective service, even though he's a bum.
Yes, he is. Majority of the homeless people live.
Like, if we came to war, right? If we actually had, because here's the thing, right? It's very difficult to fathom that because we live in a very safe, civilized country. But look at Ukraine right now. They're taking 50-year-old plus guys off the streets and forcing them to go to war.
And in Russia, too.
That's true.
They're doing that. So if we ever do get into a situation where it's wartime, them homeless niggas are going to Fort Bragg, man.
They gotta go.
They're going.
Them niggas strong, bro. Holy shit.
So it's all good and dandy when we're not in times of war, like, there's homeless people, whatever, but they're going to be some of the first ones grabbed up when there's a shortage of men.
Fucking naked as fuck.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That nigga's strong.
WFNF pushed me to pursue other things. Now I make 530k a day trading, up higher than last time I wrote in.
Yo, shout out to you, bro. Yeah, man, with the $500 dono. That's text to speech right there, man.
Oh, sounds better than fresh.
Yeah, he's doing crazy. 5 to 30k a day. Shout out to you, bro.
WFNF pushed me to pursue other things.
Oh, cool.
Now I make 530k a day trading, up higher than last time I wrote in.
Text to speech is hilarious.
Cool.
What was I saying? The voting thing.
Yeah.
So like if there was a shortage of males, they would go grab those homeless guys. That's what Ukraine is doing right now. Obviously, that's like in a dire situation. But at the end of the day, all men in the United States that are U.S. citizens have skin in the game, whether they know it or not. But women don't. Y'all don't have to go. And I don't think women should be in the military either. Like I'm both ways with this. I don't think women should be in the military. I don't think they should be in police forces where they're on the front lines doing any type of enforcement work. They could potentially be investigators, but I don't think they should be hitting doors or anything else like that, right? And the reason for that is because if they are gonna, let me rephrase. I think they should be able to join the military or the police force if they could pass the male standards. I think there should be one standard, not divided between male or female. It's like, if you can meet these standards, cool. Regardless of your gender, you can join. But the problem is that we water down the standards for women, and then we effectively weaken our military and police for equality. And I think that's a very dangerous precedent to set. Because now we're going off of feelings versus biological reality. You got a chick in combat that can't do 30 push-ups, and she's expected to carry a rug with 50 pounds. She's in combat, can't defend herself properly. She's in a physical confrontation with a male. She's going to lose every single time.
Yep.
My brother's in the military. Shout out, Alex.
Yeah. And think about this. What if your brother had a woman in his unit, and now his unit is weaker because they could have had an able-bodied man in there, but they have a woman in there. So now your brother's life is in danger because they have
Sarah.
dead weight, no offense, that they have to deal with. Like if she gets shot or whatever, or let's say your brother gets shot, can that girl carry him?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah, Sarah.
So you've effectively weakened the entire, group of soldiers for equality. That's not fair to your brother.
Yep.
I agree with that. I do. Maybe not the voting thing, but I do agree with that.
Fuck
Well,
Sarah.
well, here's the thing: you don't understand. It's a chain. So if you don't have the
I
responsibility,
don't think being able to serve in the army though, like equates to like capacity to vote, like mental capacity to vote for
absolutely
who should be in
does.
charge.
Because if you're not,
Just because I can't do 50 push-ups doesn't mean I'm not competent enough to vote for like who should be in charge.
but you don't get it that it's a chain. So like if you have the authority to vote, right? You should also have the responsibility of being able to serve for the leader that sends your brother to war.
I just think physical and mental capacity are like two completely different things.
Yeah, but if
That's my opinion.
But once again, responsibility comes with authority. If you want the authority to vote, you got to have some skin in the game. You want to be able to get the benefit without putting in the work, is what you're basically saying. My physical capacity doesn't have to do with my mental capacity.
Okay, but what about Stephen Hawking? He was like literally paralyzed, like the smartest man in the world. He can't serve in the army, but he's smart as fuck.
You just compared yourself to
No, not me,
handicapped
not me.
guy.
People in general. But like seriously, I mean, he wasn't. He's a bad guy, but he's
that's
smart
a
as
terrible
fuck. But he
example.
can't do any. He can't move. I feel like he's still smart.
He's literally handicapped.
Just hold the L.
Yeah, but isn't he like a freaking alien? Like
You just use a
Alien.
handicapped
not
guy.
like AI. He literally like created like AI.
All right.
Bruh. Don't join a debate team.
I actually got recruited for the Texas Tech debate team.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I'll take the L. I'll
Yeah,
take the L.
I mean it's a controversial take, but that's my thing on voting. So whatever.
We have questions from the ladies actually.